Philosopher Michael Walzer, in his seminal work, Exodus and Revolution, notes a central oddity about the story we tell during the Passover Seder. In most cultures, when people tell their national story, they emphasize their victories, courage, and glory. They are praiseworthy heroes. They have power. They are winners. We do this as well. For example, in the book of Joshua, when we recount our military victories upon entering the land of Israel. But our central narrative, our Haggadah, is far from a story of triumph. We recall our shameful past as idolaters, as near victims of Lavan and Pharaoh, as powerless slaves, beaten down and spiritually bereft in Eretz Mitzrayim, literally the land of the narrow place. We don't shy away from recalling our deprivation and our degradation. We emphasize them. During the Seder, we actually try to relive our slavery. We taste the bitterness of the experience, our salty tears, and the mortar we used as part of Pharaoh's forced labor crews. We go back in time thousands of years to re-inhabit our lowly station. Walzer compares the Israelite slaves in Egypt to the Spartan helots, a class of people in ancient Greece who were treated as slaves, humiliated and abused. In 371 BCE, the Spartan helots rebelled against their masters and set themselves free. But we don't know what they made of their freedom once they had it, Walzer writes. Did they remember their bondage when they celebrated their deliverance? Did they shape a new politics in light of that memory? Probably they did not, for slavery was a degraded and shameful condition in ancient Greece, and former slaves tried most often to escape their past, to forget rather than to remember. Jews do not try to escape the past. We make our memories, including the painful ones, central to our ritual and our religious lives. The Torah demands that we remember and draw on our pain, not to indulge in self-pity, but for a higher purpose, to cultivate a deep sense of moral empathy and identification with the stranger and the outsider in society. We dwell on the past to inspire us to action in the present. In our Torah reading today, we recount the Israelites' offering of the Paschal lamb and their spreading of the blood over their doorposts to be spared from the 10th plague. This ritual is the ultimate reflection of Israelite chosenness. God is distinguishing between the Israelite people and their Egyptian neighbors, choosing one for life and sentencing the other to death. But the message we're to take away from this experience is not a sense of superiority. Rather, immediately after the description of the ritual comes guidance about who should make this offering in future generations and how it is to be performed. We're told that the whole community of Israel should offer the Pesach lamb and that the males who offer it must be circumcised. Clearly, this is an identity-defining ritual central to Jewish peoplehood. But the Torah doesn't stop there. It concludes as follows. Torah achat ihyeh la'ezrach v'lager hagar b'tochechem. There shall be one Torah, one law for the citizen and for the stranger who dwells among you. All residents of the community are actually included in this ritual. Rabbinic law builds on this further, specifying that the rich and the poor must be equally included in the Seder ritual. The rabbis translate ger not as stranger, but as convert, and so the Midrash in Mechilta de Rabbi Yishmael teaches that there shall be no distinction between the convert and one born Jewish in respect to all Torah laws, Torah achat. This is the Torah's social vision. Citizens and strangers, the old and the young, the rich and the poor, those born Jewish and those who have chosen Judaism, all are to be treated with equal dignity. All hold equal responsibility. Chag Sameach.